So yeah, we want a message that we can orchestrate and that we can maybe come together in the future in a conference or a summit and continue to build on the civility first idea.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, that's wonderful. I know. I see you guys' stuff. They had. I know Melissa, when she was doing it, was working with the Boys and Girls Club, creating some of the public service announcement messages, and they had some of the commercials, I guess you'd call them, in the movie theaters and stuff. So it was kind of. It's been a big campaign, and a piece of it was where businesses displaying posters and stuff. You guys had a series of posters with each trait. Is this correct?
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. And what we would like to do going forward in our outreach, San Juan County Partnerships creating Culture Harmony in February. We hope to have a presence there. We have a sponsorship program that we sponsored the ARC. In their Changing Lives banquet. MLK Day is coming up January the 21st, and we are helping to sponsor that.
Okay.
So we are wanting to be out in the community more so, and participating with like-minded groups in terms of our message of civility first.
Oh, that's wonderful. So if somebody else wants to get involved with the CRC, how do they do that? Like, how many members are allowed? Is it an election process?
Well, there's an application that will be submitted to our mayor, and he will do the interviewing, and he will make the decision of whether or not you or will be commissioned, so to speak. It's a 9-commissioner organization group, and so we are looking for 3 commissioners right now.
Okay.
So if anyone's interested, please submit your application, and you can find that or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/civilityfirst.
Okay.
Or you can email us at civilityfirst at
FMTN. Oh, because it's the cities, FMTN.org. Okay.
Yeah, or CRC at FMTN.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
So, and just to clarify to our listeners, so the Community Relations Commission, if you're interested in applying, you can, so the different platforms you talked about, the Civility First and stuff, is on Facebook, but it's also on the City of Farmington's webpage, so it's the fmtn.org, and then there's a search tool in there you can look up the
That's correct.
Community Relations Commission. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Wonderful.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to pass on the phone number, and that's 599-8442.
For anybody who has more questions or about the process or what you guys do.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Well, anything else on the Community Relations Commission?
Again, just look for us in the community. We have on the corner of Scott and San Juan Boulevard, on our electronic sign there at the corner, our Civility First in the civility, and the perfect time of the year to live, civility first.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that. We're going to take a quick break, and then we will come back and talk about your role in the Partnerships Housing Assistance Program.
Thank you.
All right. The Farmington Police Department has partnered with the City of Farmington to launch the Slow Down Farmington campaign. We're asking citizens to join the campaign and serve as advocates for their community by reminding others to slow down and take their time, not a life. Participation is easy. Stop by the police department or City Hall and pick up a Slow Down Farmington sign to display in your yard. Snap a photo of you, your family, or your pet next to the sign and share it on social media using hashtag #SlowDownFarmington. The Farmington Police Department, your department, our community.
Placido Domingo to composers such as Astor Piazzolla, the Latin contribution to classical music has been extensive. Concierto celebrates the rich diversity of Hispanic classical artists every week, in English and in Spanish. I'm Frank Dominguez. Join me for Concierto.
Every Wednesday night at 8 on KSJE, Farmington.
I'm John Lienhard with The Engines of Our Ingenuity. Every day we talk about human invention and creativity in science, technology, and the arts. We talk about all the drama and intrigue, insight and personal conviction that constantly bubble just below the surface of a world built by human hands. We honor complexity at the same time we keep things understandable. Do join me. We'll have a lot of fun together.
Weekdays at 5:45 on KSJE.
Hello again. There's nothing like a live concert to bring out the best in musicians, largely because they know there's an audience a few feet away taking in every note and expressing their approval. We'll hear from Goodman, Ellington, Kenton, and several others as they perform on stage. Tune in, go swinging down the lane with David Miller.
Saturdays at 7 on KSJE, Farmington. KSJE is proud to support the skating rink at the Farmington Civic Center, December 3rd through the 30th. Groups of 10 or more pay $3 per hour. Individual skaters pay $5 per hour. The price includes skates. The rink is open Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m., Saturdays, 1 to 6 p.m., and Sundays, 1 to 4 p.m. Skating at the Farmington Civic Center, 200 West Arrington in downtown Farmington.
And we're back on the Cop Shop with FPD. I'm Georgette Allen, the Public Information Officer for the Farmington Police Department, and I am in the studio with my guest today, Lynn Love, and he is talking about the City of Farmington's Community Relations Commission. And now we are going to chat about your role at the Partnership, San Juan County Partnership's Housing Assistance Program.
Yes, I manage San Juan County Partnership's Housing Assistance Program. We're located inside of the Farmington Indian Center. We are there between two Fridays. Our intake days, where we see clients that are having issues with their rent or homeless, we see them on Mondays between 8 o'clock in the morning and 11:30 in the mornings.
Okay, great. And a funny fact, I had your position, or whatever it is now. I think it's changed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Years ago, when the program first started, so
Yes, yeah.
actually familiar with it. It was myself.
Yeah.
I was the housing coordinator then. I don't know, is it a different, and a case manager at the time.
And the case manager.
Is what, yeah.
Yeah, I've been with the Housing Assistance Program now going on 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And we have our intake coordinator,
Okay.
who is Angelina Martin, and myself. I play a dual role. Not only do I manage the program, the intake, the coordinator for the program in terms of searching for housing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you work on the grants and stuff? So I assume it's still supported by grant funding, different entities, maybe in the community and federally?
We right now manage 7 grants, federal, state, and local. And those grants assist families that are literally homeless, chronically homeless, homeless with a disability. And we also have a mini grant exclusive to our veterans.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So the program has expanded quite a bit. Obviously, it's been around a long time, but since my reign there, so that's wonderful to see that it has stayed in our community and expanded as well. So in your role as the program coordinator, do you guys also reach out? Do you work with housing entities, apartments, rentals to partner with stuff, or how does that work? Or is it strictly a monetary support that you guys provide?
Well, we provide all-around service, so to speak. We do connect with our homeless shelters for families that are literally homeless. We talk to or work with, say, PMS for families that are homeless with a disability.
Okay.
We do work with our landlords and property managers throughout San Juan County. And we have a very good landlord pool with available apartments. And so it's a conglomerate of all of the above, and we do provide the monetary service.
Okay.
We can help with a security deposit, utility deposit, and up to 3 months of rent. Now we do have programs that offer 1 year of financial assistance,
Wow.
depending on you qualifying for that particular program. Yeah.
So if I am in need of service, if I am somebody who is chronically homeless, that's one of the criteria you mentioned, how do I have to call for appointment? Do I just come in to the Indian Center you said it's at? And what do I bring with me?
Well, if you are literally homeless, once upon a time you could walk in and just share with me your situation, literally homeless, and I would bring you into the program. But things have changed. We have to verify your homelessness, and the way we do that is through a third party, such as a homeless shelter. If you're chronically homeless, as you mentioned, you would be coming to us with a case manager from, say, PMS, and we would bring you into the program that way. But the bottom line is we would have to verify first your homelessness and also your disability.
Okay. And how long does it typically take from that for the process, when by the time I come in and fill out an application until I'm placed in housing or receive assistance?
It's time sensitive. What you would do once you arrived, we would, like as you alluded to, go through the application process, and it would be after that up to the individual in terms of bringing back the necessary documentation that we would need to place into your file. And from once we receive the documentation, then you would come through my office for your housing orientation. And again, it would be up to you. We give our clients 30 days to find housing. That's within the guidelines of the program. And you would search for your housing, come back with requests for
Funds or assistance?
approval from the landlord, and we would take it from there. So it's a combination of the application and then the documentation that we'll need back from the individual.
Well, what a great program in our community. And I'm getting the signal over there that it's time to wrap up. So we're going to have you in again just to specifically talk about the Housing Assistance Program, because this is a very important program in our community. So I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you,
Sorry we're
Georgette,
cutting it short, and we will have you back in. And so a Merry Christmas to you and to our audience as well.
Thank you.